Jesse. Hello and welcome to another segment of Ask Jesse. Max writes, Dear Jesse, how do the rings react to water? Mogwais are not made of stainless steel. Therefore, they can't get wet. Dice rings are made of stainless steel, so they can get wet. Just let them air dry and keep on spinning. Amanda from the North Pole writes, Dear Jesse, I could have sworn that once upon a time I saw something about a titanium option for the rings. Well, Amanda, the way the rings are currently manufactured by the manufacturer who does the manufacturing, we cannot use titanium for the inner rings at this point. Dineen writes, from Paris, Idaho, home of the French fry, looking at the video still above, I started wondering if there was a D5 rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock ring. Well, Dineen, currently we're trying to reach our 200K stretch goal for the half sizes. Then after that we'll be providing new styles, and that one is at the top of the list. Elena writes from a picnic table in Canada. How many rings could you wear before you could no longer move your fingers? How do the rings hold up in a fight? How would you use these rings to bribe a pirate? And how do these rings react to being thrown into a volcano? Well, Elena, I could tell you a story about how I fit 52 rings on my hand one time and didn't have to bribe a pirate because I slapped them so hard some of the rings flew into a volcano. The rings didn't make it. Kirsten from an igloo in the Sahara Desert writes, how do the rings hold up to wear and tear? Do they scratch easy? Well, Kirsten, currently Sam is working on a video that shows all the abuse that one of these rings can take. It should be out shortly. There have been some questions asked about my mustache and how I maintain it. The trick is to eat a lot of beef jerky, preferably spicy. Put Old Bay on everything. And lastly, take something that isn't manly and try and make it manly. Like my kitty. Take that phrase and add something manly to it like, my beef. And finally say it in a deep voice like, my beef-eating kitty. Henry from Dallas, Washington writes, how about the she loves me not rings? Well, Henry, we'll be sending out a survey soon on which rings to get in what order. That ring is definitely on the list, though. Chris from the sunken city of Atlantis gurgles, Jesse, how would wearing one of your dice rings affect the outcome of a fight between Liam Neeson and Godzilla? Well, Chris, normally Godzilla would just stomp on Liam Neeson, but there's one question you have to ask yourself. Did Godzilla kidnap any of Liam Neeson's family members? If that's the case, Godzilla is going to get a beating for an hour and a half. Matthew writes from a barrel going over Niagara Falls, I really want a life counter ring, and my ring size is 12.5. If the project doesn't make it to 200K, will the life ring and half sizes be available? No? No. 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 William writes on YouTube, since the rings spin, will they require any kind of lubrication after a certain amount of uses? William, you should never have to use lubrication on dice rings. Well, Kickstarter, it's time to wrap it up. I'll see you on the next Ask Jesse. Good night. Henry writes, cool. As the manufacturer can't produce the rings, titanium ring. We can't do titanium right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Kirsten from an igloo in the Sahara Desert writes, I don't know. Well, Dineen, rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock is going to be my favorite ring. And it's at the top of our list. So you keep waiting. I have peanut butter in my teeth.
No, it looks like we're trying to emphasize your crotch too much.
Well, Amanda, currently the way that the manufacturer manufactures the manufacturing, I've rock, paper, scissors. Well, Max, I just farted.